All right, welcome back. We're breaking down the key checkpoints of the golf swing, and today we're hitting a huge one, P4, the very top of the backswing. Seriously, this is the moment where you store up all your power and set the stage for a great shot. Okay, let's just get right into it. Every single one of us has asked this question. You see the pros on TV, you're scrolling through swing videos, and you're just hunting for that one perfect position you can copy to fix everything, right? Well, here's the thing. That one-size-fits-all perfect backswing, it's a complete miss. Your ideal position at the top, your P4, is totally unique to you. It's all about your body and how it's built to move. So here's how we're going to tackle this. First, we're going to bust that myth of perfection for good. Then we'll get into what P4 really is, the swing's launch pad. After that, we'll explore 3 totally different ways to get there, the upper, middle, and lower core profiles. And the best part, we'll wrap up by helping you figure out which one sounds most like you, so you can start building a swing that actually works for you. Okay, first things first. Before you can find your perfect backswing, we all need to be on the same page about what we're actually looking at. So let's break down what this P4 position is all about. P4 is the absolute summit of your backswing. It's that tiny, critical pause where everything stops going back and gets ready to explode forward. All your rotation, your wrist set, your weight shift, it all comes together right here to load your body up like a tightly coiled spring, just bursting with energy. So, why do we obsess over this one spot? Well, because P4 is like a report card for your entire backswing. It tells you everything. Did you keep your posture? Did you coil correctly? Is the club in a good spot? A solid P4 sets you up for a powerful and, more importantly, an efficient downswing. You nail this position and the rest of the swing gets a whole lot easier. All right, let's jump into our first biomechanical profile, the upper core player. The keywords here are tall, wide, and powerful. These are the players who really generate their speed from their upper body. You know, think of a classic Jack Nicklaus, or even a modern player like Justin Thomas. The secret sauce here is shoulder and upper spine mobility. It's that flexibility that lets them create this really vertical, really high swing. I want you to picture a huge, sweeping arc that stretches everything to its absolute limit, just storing up a ton of power. And this is where you really see that mobility pay off. Just look at the positions. The hands are way up high and far away from the head. That's what creates that massive swing arc. The lead arm is way above the shoulder plane, and that shoulder turn is huge, often cranking past 90 degrees. And see that trail elbow? It's elevated, acting like a support strut for this whole wide, powerful structure, setting up a steep, powerful, top-down attack on the ball. Now, let's switch gears to our second profile, the middle core player. This swing is all about being stable, connected, and efficient. It's not about raw power. It's about beautiful, repeatable, balanced motion. You're thinking of those silky smooth swings like an Adam Scott or a Rory McIlroy. For these players, it's not about pushing anything to the extreme. It's all about creating a perfectly synchronized rotational move that is just incredibly efficient and easy to repeat under pressure. You might call it that classic one-piece takeaway, where everything, the arms, the torso, the hips, move together in perfect harmony. And you can really see that connection right here. Notice how the lead arm is right on the shoulder plane, not above it, and the hands are much closer to the body. The shoulder turn hits that textbook 90-degree mark, but it's matched perfectly with about 45 degrees of hip turn. And check out that trail elbow. It's not flying, it's folded nicely in front of the torso, staying connected. It all syncs up for a super neutral, repeatable path right back to the golf ball. And that brings us to our final profile, the lower core player. This one is compact, deep, and rotational. These are the players who generate absolutely massive power from the ground up, using deep, powerful hip rotation. The poster child for this in the modern game? Jon Rahm for sure. The power source here is all in the hips and the legs. They are the engine of this golf swing. The top of the backswing position, P4, ends up looking much deeper and more compact, with this really powerful feeling of being loaded heavily into that trail side. Now, this is where the differences really pop. Look at that lead arm. It's often below the shoulder plane, which gives it a much flatter look than the other two swings. The hands are deep, way behind the body. But like we said, the engine is the lower half. We're talking a huge hip turn that loads all that weight into the trail glute and heel. And that tightly tucked trail elbow, that's the secret sauce for creating a shallow, powerful from the inside path on the downswing. So there you have it. We've broken down all 3 profiles. Now, it's time to put the pieces together and start thinking about your own swing. This is basically your ultimate cheat sheet. You can see the key differences at a glance. So ask yourself, at the top of your swing, where are your hands? Are they high and away, neutral, or deep and behind you? Is your arm plane more steep or more flat? And where do you feel that coil the most? In your shoulders, your whole torso, or deep in your hips? This chart is your key to diagnosing your natural tendencies. And this brings us to the single most important point of this whole thing. The goal here is not to make you change everything and try to copy a swing that isn't yours. It's to give you the tools to understand your own motion so you can stop fighting your natural tendencies and start making them better. So, you've made it to the top. You've coiled up and stored all this incredible power at P4. The million-dollar question now is, how do you start the downswing without wasting all of it? Well, my friends, that is P5. And we'll dig into that in our next explainer. We'll see you then.